So, hi guys, how are you doing today? I'm Ethan. I am a graphic designer. I'm also a product designer, and today I bring to you my very first tutorial on how to design this amazing, very simple beginning of the month flyer that I did for a brand a couple of months ago, but I've sort of edited it to ensure that my logo is here and it looks like my brand or it's for my brand. So I've been in the industry, or I've been a designer for almost 4 years, a very short time indeed, and I have worked with a lot of brands to bring their brand to life and also provide visual solutions for them. So before we start, the tutorial fully, I just want to talk about some tips. I actually like doing that before I just, jump into the video or the lesson or tutorial. So first of all, as a designer, it's very important to keep your designs very simple. If you notice, this is a very, very simple design. Not too much what we can call serere, not too much drama on the design, just straightforward, just very simple so that the audience can, get the message you're trying to pass across. Now, for this particular tutorial, we're using Canva. I use a lot of, not a lot, but I use many other design tools or softwares like I use Illustrator, I use Photoshop, I use Figma, I use like Adobe XD, and also for video editing I use CapCut and InShot. But for this tutorial, I find that Canva is very helpful, especially for a beginner, because it just simplifies things for you. Let's just look at the interface very quickly. Now, these are the elements for you on the I think this is the right hand side of the design, so of the interface of Canva. So we see our recently used. If you tap on it, what happens, it takes you to the things you've used before, which is really helpful because man, other softwares, that's like the benefit of Canva, you know when it comes to like comparing it with other softwares. Other softwares do not necessarily have recently used elements on there. And then one thing about Canva is that you can get these elements without like going out, maybe browsing it, downloading it into your system, then importing it into your canvas like Photoshop or Illustrator. You can just get it straight on here. Then we have shapes, right? Different kinds of shapes, squares, rectangles, and shapes that you might need. Then we have graphics, right? Graphics are like demonstrations, so representations of graphics are like representations of what we want. For example, let me search for something. If I say money, let me search for money, right? So this is money. And so if I want the graphics, it just give me like pictures or cartoons um of it. So this is the money I'm looking for, right? Of course it is. But if I want photos, I can just tap on this, and then Canva has free pictures or free elements and paid elements. So if you're not using the paid version, you would most likely only be able to access the free one. While if you're using the paid one, you can use the premium assets. Now, when you sign up for Canva, what happens is that you're giving free trial, maybe 2 weeks or 1 month, depending on what or how they are doing it at the time. Anyway, so after that, we have our elements, we have stickers, photos, audios, charts, tables, frames, mockups, collections. Feel free to go through all of this to just help you, you know, get a better grasp of the interface. And then Canva has evolved over the years. When I started using Canva like few years ago, this was not how it was, but it's become better. Most recently, they did an upgrade, and I'm loving the new interface. It's very user friendly and sorts. So the next thing is the text. Right, the next thing is the text. You can add your text box. You can also use Magic Write, like AI helps you to am I losing my thoughts? Okay, I'm not losing my thoughts. It helps you to write or paraphrase or summarize your writing AI. And then we have brand kits. Brand kits is mostly for premium, yes, for pro. Then you can add your default text. You can also see text samples where they pair them and then give you the options to choose. something that other tools do not do for you. And then for the pro version, we have the logo and then your colors and your brand voice and all that. But then that's just that. Then there are other things, but then we're not going to all that today. So the very first thing we want to because now we want to start designing this. I've already designed it, so I'm going to like start from the scratch, right, to design it so that you can see how it was done. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. But then when you're looking at it, it looks like, okay, how did they get this? How did they get this? But then when I break it down, you'll be like, oh, is that it? And this has happened to me so many times when I look at designs and I'm trying to like crack my head open. I'm like, how did this get here? How did this get here? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, so this is it. Oh my god, it's so simple. Why? Because it was broken down, and that's what I'm about to do for you today. So the first thing we want to do is to create the background. Now, this background was manually created by myself. So what I did was I created a text. I used mentor. So we're going to do that mentor, right? And then we're going to make it 302. That's the size 302. Yes, mentor. And then we're going to change the spacing to -30 and the line. We're just going to change the spacing to -30 and make it bold. That's the letter spacing to -30. I think it's already -30. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, yes. Change it to -30 and put it on one line. But then I just want to go for extra. So yes, I think I'll prefer it like this. And then we're going to make it bold. Okay, we're going to make it bold. And then we're just going to Control C, Control V. That's copy and paste. We're going to do this like two more times. Control C, Control V. Two more times. Then one more time. Sorry. One more time. Control C, Control V. Okay, so that then we're going to group everything together. Just using your mouse, click on it and then not like that. Okay, highlight it, then press shift, press shift, and then sorry, give me a minute. Press shift. Okay. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to check something out of this window. Okay, let's go back. So press shift. When you press, you hold the element, press shift, hold it, press shift, and then press shift, then press Control G. Control G is for grouping it, right? Now, there are colors that we have on here. We have yellow, light yellow, pink, purple, and orange combo there. So we're going to make it like that. We have orange, purple, pink, light pink, and then we have yellow, right? So this is it. This is it. Now the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to add a rectangle, and on Canva just press R for your rectangle and then scale it to the size that you want. So let's scale it like this, and like this. Now one thing about Canva that maybe I don't really like is because it's that it does not have grid, or I don't know, the grid is somehow on like I can't see the grid like Photoshop or Illustrator. Grids are like lines that just help or guide, you know, guide our movement. So we're going to let's just continue, Jerry. So we're going to change the corner radius to 51 to make it really, yes, not just leave it like flat and sharp like that. And then we're going to change the color to black first of all, and then reduce the opacity to Let's check it out. To 40. Reduce your opacity to 40. Okay. Then after we do that to 40, yeah, there we go. After we do that, I'm going to copy and paste and then increase your opacity back and then have have the same shape kind of, right? And then we're going to drag it and put it a little bit, just giving it, I just see what I'm doing. It's very easy, right? So yes, and then we're going to drag the inner one down a little bit so that it's not going to show like that. So yeah, here we have it. Here we have it. Okay, I don't think it's really aligned, so let's take it down more. Okay, so that's it. So the next thing we're going to do is to put our logo, and it's very simple. Like, we're almost done with this design, guys. Control C, Control V to copy that logo. Sorry, Control C, Control V, copy that logo and drag and drop. That's how it works, guys. You drag and you drop. And the next thing we need to do is to add our text. So add text box and then write hello, right? Hello. Sorry. Right, Control A, right, hello. And then for the purposes of this particular tutorial, at the time I was using this, I did this design initially. I was using the free version. I was using the paid version, that's the pro, but right now I'm not. So I just have to improvise and look for another kind of font that is similar. Okay, now this particular one I used here is called Archetype Buyer, right? Well, this one I want to use is just called Archive, but then let's see if we can look for another one. I think this one can work. It looks very techy, so I don't think it will work. um I'm not sure. Let's check how the lowercase of the h will be. Okay, I think it can work. I think it can work. So let's don't do that. Don't ever do that. Let's reduce the size. Let's go. Let's give it maybe a 75. Let's work with round figures here, guys. So just 75 dots, and then there we have it. So we have our hello. Now the next thing we want to do is to look for our customized type. I didn't do this from scratch because like I'm on Canva. Come on, I can't do that. But then if I were on Illustrator or Photoshop, I would most definitely like I'll most definitely do it from scratch. So what you just need to do here is come to elements and type June seasonal typography, I think, and then you search for it. So it's going to bring out the options. You press see all in the graphics side, and then voila, this is it. No, not that's in the wrong place. Voila, this is it. So you just tap on it and then it's there, right? And then you increase it because this is not like a type or text. It's more like a shape. They've made it a shape, so we can't like increase the text like normal way we should. Now we're going to change the color to black. Now in design, make sure you stay away from using pure black, because pure black is, if you use pure black as a designer, it just screams like amateur, right? Now there are instances, very few instances, where people use pure black, but it's not all the time, guys. It's not all the time. Okay, so we have it June, and then let's increase it more. Okay, it's too big. Let's make it smaller, and then yes. So hello June, and then the next thing we're going to do is just to type the little text here by going to text box, and then we can just write a simple message. um Welcome to this super amazing month. Super amazing Okay, welcome to this super amazing month. And then Control A, select all of it, give it the right alignment. We're going to increase it a little bit so that it's going to be okay. Sorry, super amazing. Make the A amazing. Just a short message, guys. No biggie. And then the next thing is for our icon. I'm just going to copy and paste this because, guys, sorry, I'm just going to copy and paste this because it's not like something that is very hard to make or I need to stress to do. So the next thing is just to copy and paste and then drag it down. I want it somewhere here and I want this super amazing to be bigger to give it more prominence. No, we don't do that. Let's reduce it. Now, as when you're designing, please refrain from doing this. Let me do it for you to see. Refrain from doing this. Always manually, like increase it, because if this were Illustrator, it's going to do something entirely different to that text right now. It's going to scale it both in height and in width, making it look longer and distorted, and then it will spoil your design. So there we have it, guys. This is it, right? So our alignment, I think, is on point. Here and here is on point, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's have a show. Let's Yes. So this is the design, guys. Very, very simple and straightforward. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.